I cried myself out because my cat ran away from home, woke up and wore it to the animal world. Humans are the pets of orcs. It was my missing cat that adopted me. I was lost in thought when I looked at how big my body expanded in times. It turns out that raising cats can really prevent old age. Snake. Stay away from him. Don't scare him. That is, some humans are easily stressed when they see your python. I was a little excited when I first met wild humans, sensing that there was no menace around me. I looked up carefully, found that this is a group of giant animals more than half my size. They talked noisily about adoption and owners. I just realized that I fell into the time and space ruled by orcs. And humans are the pets of orcs, the Society for the Protection of Humanity, which is the reception center where I am currently located, gave me a comprehensive physical examination. The results of the physical examination made them excited. Is it too much pressure to survive in the wild to grow breast nodules and thyroid nodules at a young age? Poor thing. Sub-health state. Who abused this wild dog? God, milk really raised this cute little man badly. Am I really that weak? Suddenly, I was held up by a pair of bear paws. Although I don't know why you are weak, you can't draw strength from the bear's broad chest. No matter what you suffered in the past, it's all over. We will find the most suitable owner for you. I quietly straightened up, revealing half my head and looking back over the brown bear's shoulder. The gray wolf noticed my eyes, smiled at the corners of his mouth and stirred up his ears, as if to amuse me. Buffalo, on the other hand, cocked its head around, shook the tinkling ornaments on its horns and winked at me wittily. Green Python walked carefully at the end, tightly shut up, for fear of not being able to accept the snake letter. They are all releasing goodwill to me. I can't help but think of Xiao Miao, who has been missing for a long time. I hope that people and things it meets in the future will have the greatest goodwill towards it. Brown bear holds me up and shoots a video. A wild villain of Chinese descent with black hair and brown eyes. He is male, sub-healthy, but his personality is very stable and his courage is very good. The video was released along with a wild human adoption announcement. Once released, it will be popular all over the network. There were so many orcs who signed up for adoption that the website almost collapsed. It is really difficult to choose between the layers of the association. Finally decided to give me the choice. On the day of meeting, all the adopters were excited to see me, except the gray civet cat. He put his paws on his chest and lay at the conference table as if everything had nothing to do with it. However, this conceited arrogance makes me feel familiar. This appearance, or expression, is exactly the same as my missing civet cat, perhaps aware of my eyes. The civet cat turned to look at me slowly and blinked at me. I opened my mouth in disbelief at the moment I saw my face. On the other side of its nose, there is a dark spot that is almost heart-shaped. There is also a small opening in the right ear. It is my little Meow. As soon as my feet stood on the table, I immediately walked towards Xiao Miao. Xiao Miao, Xiao Miao purred, leaned forward and gently touched my forehead with her nose, just like I kissed it before. Nah, it is the highest day. He became my owner and I became his pet. As soon as I left the adoption center, Xiao Miao immediately took me into its furry arms. Belle, I'll pick you up to support the elderly. Let's go and choose a wife for you first. Hello, Boss Fox. I want to see the best pets in your family, and at the same time, the ones that conform to the internal aesthetics of human beings. The boss of the fox patted his paws, and in a short time, the employees each held a pet and stood in a row. There are different races and styles, but they are all beautiful with full marks. I can't see clearly, so I have to cover my mouth first and pretend to meditate seriously. One is to cover the lip corner that can't be suppressed, and the other is to prevent tears from flowing down the corners of the mouth unwillingly. Boss, is there anything better to look at? Yes, there is, but then let's have a look first. Sir, the fox boss personally took out a pet. As soon as she appeared, the pets in the back row were eclipsed. She is of Chinese descent, obviously with a pair of attractive skins, and her eyes are surprisingly pure and clear. Meow, let's go. And don't you like any of this? The last one. I feel you like it. You know, you used to like to giggle at the screen on your mobile phone. Put one at home, and you won't be bored when I go out to work. Otherwise, let's go to the next one. I don't know. Xiao Miao defined me as a hungry ghost in her heart. Now you have to support yourself and me, which is very hard. Besides, I have no plans to fall in love for the time being. However, my father used to work harder, but he still openly me cans every now and then. You give me the best you can. I also want to learn the way my father loves me, and love my father. Don't worry, I can't earn a lot of claw coins in my job, which is more than enough to support 10 of you. Really, my family has a son growing up. Finally, Xiao Miao generously gave me the most beautiful pet. In the human-friendly restaurant, Xiao Miao and I talked and struggled, and finally reached a consensus on relationship management. I am Xiao Miao's father and Xiao Miao is my big boy. Whether I am in love with a woman or not, A woman is Xiaomiao's pet and Xiaomiao is her owner. Xiaomiao, as the owner, do you want to give this person a name? Why don't you ask her if she had a name before? Do you have your own name? Women don't talk, just eat blindly. Don't worry, we'll discuss it at home. Now I'm more curious about why you brought me here, because I am a cosmic time ranger. It's a long story. Once I sneaked out from home to play. I met an injured cat. It said that my bones were amazing and I was gifted. Fortunately, it's really a recluse cat. If you meet a charlatan, Xiaomiao will be finished from beginning to end. The woman was a little too quiet. When she got home, she followed me stiffly and followed suit, realizing that something was wrong. Several speculations came to my mind. She can't talk, still can't talk, still can't hear you. No, I forgot to ask the boss. And the second half of the sentence was but never mind. Just go back and ask when you are free. I have the boss's contact information, so I'll ask now. I was not idle, so I pressed the woman's shoulder down and motioned for her to sit down. Unexpectedly, the woman fell flat on her knees. It's a strange gesture, but it's also convenient for my observation. When I was secretly feeling the exquisiteness of this face, Xiaomiao's shocked voice came. Then, the boss said, this woman's IQ is slightly lower than the average human IQ because of low IQ and slow response. It may be accompanied by emotional dullness.